Do you ever take a moment to tune into the energy that flows through you? A more profound essence lies dormant within each of us, ready to be uncovered during the storms of life. Imagine if I told you that by accepting and appreciating your authentic self, you may turn your obstacles into formidable chances for personal development. Join us as we delve into the ways in which practicing presence not only helps us discover our true selves, but also equips us to gracefully and powerfully face life's challenges. Here is a brief verse from the Bible that I would like to share with you. Reading directly from the Bible during a lesson is something I don't do very frequently. This is a New Testament tale that Jesus delivers that is both deeply meaningful and utterly applicable to our modern world. Thus, we go. If you take my advice and put it into practice, you will be much like the builder who dug deep and set the foundation on rock when constructing a house. The house remained standing during the downpour, floods, and winds, refusing to give way. The foundation was rock strong, and everyone who hears my words but doesn't follow them is foolish for constructing their home on sand. Due to the accumulation of water from the rain and floods, as well as the force of the wind, the house eventually gave way and was destroyed. Therefore, let us try to decipher its hidden meaning. Obviously, everybody who pays attention to the teaching and puts it into practice is included in the group of people who listen to these words and do them. Of course, Jesus said that the kingdom of heaven is within you, not outside of you, and that you should seek it out. Discover the ethereal realm, the heavenly kingdom that resides inside you. It is a higher or deeper level of awareness that everyone can reach. You too are the builder of this house. You are the house. The arrival of floods and the sound of rain pounding on the home are clear symbols of the difficulties you will face in life. Quite severe hardship, either on an individual or, as is the case right now, societal level. Right now, you haven't discovered anything beyond your conceptual thinking mind if you haven't dug deep enough. Remember, you are the house. Then you will be devastated by the weather, whether it be floods, rain, wind, or difficulty. We are aware of what it is in this instance. Like millions of other people right now, you will be paralyzed with fear, even if you don't get sick or get the virus. What is it that scares you? Just what is fear? In order to overcome your fears, you need to break out of your existing mental state and into a future one. For the simple reason that being here right now would make you understand that there is absolutely nothing to be afraid of. Fear does not materialize as a feeling until you depart from this present instant. Therefore, what does it imply to delve deeply and discover the rock foundation? Identify that rock. You are the home, and everything in you serves as its foundation. And now I want you to do a short meditation so you can see and feel for yourself what it's like to delve deep. Pay attention to your breathing for a while. Pay attention to yourself as the field of conscious presence, not as an abstract concept, not in relation to your past or future, but as the conscious presence itself. There, thinking is more of a hindrance than an aid. You can be fully alert and in the here and now while having almost little mental activity at all if you sink below the level of thinking. What I sometimes refer to as your essential identity or your deepest sense of self begins to emerge at that point. The very essence of who you are is bound up with this very second. It is the current moment that never ends. You usually identify with a surface level of consciousness, but this one is deeper. That is the essence of delving deep and discovering the unwavering core that resides within each and every one of us. Because it pushes you to dig deeper, hardship is a great chance. Faced with adversity, you are compelled to uncover the profound essence of your being. Why is it that hardship compels you? Living merely on the surface in your sense perceptions and your conceptual thinking makes life nearly unpleasant. After that, you read a wide variety of articles and listen to newscasts, and terror grips the entire population. That is the sandcastle that falls to pieces every time a storm, flood, or wind blows. In other words, unless you get sick, nothing has happened yet you are shattered, extremely anxious and in pain, because you are the house, in the story. And we will discuss this further when we meet again, won't we? Do you reside on the surface, in the house that you own and inhabit? Is sand the foundation of your home? Or can you go deep enough inside to discover the rock that breaks your fear? When things are going swimmingly, it's doubtful that most people have the energy to delve further. Why was it done? The next vacation is in sight, the weekend is almost here, and I have a delicious dinner waiting for me, assuming everything is going according to plan. Feeling at ease, you're fully immersed in your comfort zone. No one has told me that they wake up in their comfort zone. Being cozy is perfectly okay. Take use of them while you can. They won't be around forever, and then you'll face challenges, either individually or in a group. There will be small challenges and occasionally large ones, possible disasters. Anything might happen. You could be unexpectedly faced with your own mortality, suffer a huge loss, get seriously ill, or be a part of a collective experiencing war, civil unrest, financial collapse, or an invasion of your country. The so-called epidemic is happening right now. It's a collective disaster that's impacting millions of people all at once rather than just one. If you don't delve deeper, you'll suffer needlessly, so take this as a sign. Anxiety and terror have gripped millions. You can choose to stay in the mind-identified state of consciousness that endlessly projects itself into the future, or use this opportunity to awaken. This mind-identified condition of consciousness is like a sandcastle. It's always there, but never really exists. Here's a chance to learn that there's more to you than you understood. When the pain, misery, or anxiety becomes too much to bear, you have no choice but to delve further into the depths. Your level of awareness when confronted with adversity is the single most important factor. That is more important than the news and whatever else you consume media for. I can also help you with that. However, how are you feeling right now? You are able to take action around that. You are limited in your ability to influence the external circumstances. Precautions can be taken, and assistance can be extended to others to the best of your ability. Nothing bad at all. You take care of everything that is required of you. And maybe a lot of people are now cooped up at home, suddenly needing to retire to their own little sanctuary. That presents an opportunity as well. Because it is a part of humanity's awakening consciousness, make the most of this priceless time. In a seemingly contradictory statement, it is said that anything that, at first glance, seems to be a hindrance to human flourishing. And indeed, there is a physical barrier to human flourishing, albeit a temporary one. However, what appears to be a challenge from a more traditional perspective may actually be a gateway to a more profound, or perhaps elevated, state of awareness. When people are relaxed and at ease, they don't wake up. When their comfort zone is disturbed, they become aware again. This is a chance for those who don't usually do it. You will endure pain if you remain comatose whenever you are out of your comfort zone. You're troubled, you're worried, you're scared. You still haven't located the rock. In this tale, the guy had already dug deep and constructed his house on the rock, so when the floods came, etc., his house was unshakable. This is the difference between this and real life. In real life, it's not uncommon for the wind, floods, and rains to buffet the house, symbolizing the emergence of hardship in your life. When faced with hardship, you are compelled to dig deeper if you haven't done so before. Therefore, beginning to dig today, despite difficulties, is not too late. A lot of you are probably already awake, including the majority of you who are listening to this. Our current situation is a fantastic chance for you to delve even farther into it, speed up the awakening process, and generally go deeper. As much as possible, and particularly when you notice that your mind and emotions are slipping into a terrified condition, remind yourself that there is absolutely nothing to be afraid of right now. Whether or not this is true, you must determine it for yourself. A fear of anything usually pertains to some unspecified time in the future. Will I become infected with this disease? Will I perish? Will someone close to me get it? Will my child, my parent, or someone else I care about pass away? You think it may happen. It's just not occurring at the moment. But it's in your head. Think to yourself, all right, I've lost the present moment. The next time you feel your fears slipping away, in the midst of my own thoughts, I have become completely disoriented. Emotions are a reflection of mental processes. I am completely absorbed in my thoughts the second you become aware of it. Reinforce your focus on the here and now. A couple of minor but useful points. Pause and focus on your breathing. Pay attention to your body's subtle energy field. You can sense the vitality of your body's energy, the energy that gives it life. You are aware of your senses, you are breathing, and you feel your body's vitality. I can confirm that you are here by looking around. After that, you start to feel that presence, and you can't help but notice it. What a mind-blowing insight! You are more than the sum of the people you associate with. That presence transcends the individual. It was not yet a profound understanding, but you needed the difficulty to either find it or refine what you had already discovered. There is a window of opportunity right now. Make use of it. Throw it away. An old proverb states that while the material self mourns its losses, the spiritual self celebrates its gains. What appears to be problematic from the outside serves a vital purpose. I will get in touch with you soon. Until then, just be here. Just be present. Stay grounded in reality. Avoid being paralyzed by dread. Discover and stay firmly planted on this solid foundation that is your true identity. The investigation of presence and inner strength has been enthralling. If you found this guidance helpful on your journey to being more present, please give it a thumbs up. To continue exploring this space of awareness together, be sure to subscribe for more enlightening videos in the future. Thank you for being part of our mindful community.